Hi guys, it's Jake here at Canadian Cutting Edge. As you saw in the title, it's an unpacking, unboxing kind of day today. I've got my rake P108 on me today because I was thinking about sharpening it up. I still haven't done that. But we'll use this to open up some packages. First one comes from my sister. Well, it's really from me. It's stuff I ordered in the US, but they wouldn't ship to Canada, or if they would ship to Canada, they'd ship with a huge shipping fee. Well, not huge, but more than I wanted to pay. So, my sister has repacked some stuff here. There's one package. There's another package, and I know what these two things are. And I'm not going to pull out the last thing yet, because you're going to be surprised. What I have in these packages, I won't do a video for very soon, but I have two different packages of grit. It's a powder grit, and then they put it in another package yet as well. From Beta Diamond Products, they have laboratory grade silicon carbide powder. Now, why would I want silicon carbide powder? Well, I use that to true up my whetstones and to true up the stones that I use with my, I didn't use them with my Lansky because those stones are cheap and you just get new ones. But with my TS Prof system, when you're using them, you don't go over the very ends, and so the ends start to get thicker as the rest wears out and your stone starts to get cupped. Same thing happens with your whetstones. Even brand new whetstones sometimes aren't perfectly true, and you use this to help true it up. And I'm planning on getting some brand new whetstones from GearBest, find out if they're good quality or not, so I can let you guys know, because they're a fair bit cheaper than whetstones we can get here in Canada anyways. And when I get one of those, I will show you a video. I'll see if they're true, and I'll sharpen them. I'll true them up flatten them using silicone powder. And I've got two different grits of it, so you'll see more of that on some videos. It might take until December, it might even be January, but that stuff is coming down the pike. Okay, the other thing that I bought is something that we still can't get in Canada, at least not easily. Ta-da! This is a 10-gram knife. Now, who makes the 10-gram knives? You can guess in the description, in the comment section below. I know some of you know already where these knives come from. It's a cool box system that they have here, if I can get it to start to move. There we go. You open up the outer layer, and then you got this layer. If you've been watching other videos, you've been seeing these. You undo the string like a traditional package. Open it up. I'm going to go see what Bandit wants, and I'll be right back. So once you've undone the string, you open it up, and you open it up, and that's what you get inside. Now, they give you a little sort of rubbery wrist. Why is my brain not saying what this is? Simple words. When you have chronic pain and you got bad drugs on you, simple words for I know exactly what this thing's called. You put it on your wristband. Whew, love my drugs. They give you one of these. That's a bright orange. Wow. And they give you a bit of a microfiber cloth. Hold the knife. And they give you a little bit of paperwork with the instructions about it. And I got to cover some of it up because it says who makes it. Some of you guys already guessed who makes 10-gram. If you already knew beforehand, don't put it in the comments below. Just those people who are actually guessing on who makes 10-gram knives, if you didn't know, put your guess below. Hopefully nobody spoils it. I'm sure somebody's going to spoil it. But or somebody put it in before I mentioned it that I didn't want you to mention it if you already know. You got a deep carry pocket clip, coyote lanyard scales. Scales, not lanyard scales. There's a nice big lanyard hole. Flipper. Got this nice combo Tanto style recurve blade. I think it was 35 US, might have been 30 US from Amazon.com. I will have links in the description below for Amazon.com. I am a associate with them, so I get referral fee. You still get the same super low price, but I get a little bit of a referral fee. I think Kaiser will be, I just said it. I think Kaiser will be sending the 10-gram knives to Amazon.ca. I just don't know for sure. I'm hoping. So the liners are inset. They're skeletonized and stuff. You'll have a review of this guy coming up soon. We've got a hollow grind on the recurve, and of course a flat grind up here on the front of this Tanto. Very cool knife. This is the Rumble, and are you ready to rumble? I am. Don't know what kind of accent that was. So you'll be getting a review of this guy, hopefully fairly soon. Let's use this guy to open up this package. Now this package comes from my friend Zell over at Zelric. If you do not know about the Zelric knife channel, you need to familiarize yourself with it. I've got a link in the description below. If I can, I'll put a link up there to Zelric as well. He's a great guy out of the US, and he's working with a couple of manufacturers. He's working with Best Tech, and what he's doing is, I better keep that. What he's doing is he's helping out some of us other YouTubers, especially guys like me who have very little funding, and he's sending us loaner knives. So I have to send this on to another reviewer, but I get to take a look at these knives and review them. So let's see what we got here. This is Wee Knives. This is the, looks like 712. I can't quite read the handwriting there. I think it's a 712. Whoops. Got to keep that silica gel. Send it on to the next guy. Don't want stuff getting wet. And inside, we've got a really nice pouch. I'm not going to show too much because I have to do a review very soon on this. This one's purple. It's got that Wee texture to it. Just looks like 3 lines hashing back and forth, but that's the Wee logo. Whew, that's cold. It's like -20 outside, and it just flipped out like nobody's business. Very nice. That's a nice black coating on there. Very slick. Well, now that it's open, I'm going to let it acclimatize to our environment open like this so I don't get any condensation inside there. There you go. Put it to the side. And he sent this one as well. I won't necessarily show you these videos right away. I'm going to put little spaces between so that I'm not just showing you 2 Wee knife reviews, you know, one day and then the next day. I know that there's a lot of you. I know that there's a lot of you guys out there who are like me and you just can't afford knives like this. But that doesn't mean we can't enjoy them, right? And look at them and at least, you know, learn something about them. And you get to experience some of this knife through me. You know, it's vicarious, but at least you get to, I shouldn't wrinkle that while I'm talking, at least you get to see a little bit of something about these knives. So, same really wonderful pouch there, cloth and everything. It's also a flipper, no thumb studs at all. Ho-ho! Yes, sir. I think this is the 713. Nice fuller on there with a hole on either end. Fairly thick stock. Strong tip. I can tell you that's a strong tip on there. All belly. There's enough space up there for a sneak up choil. This is very light on the handle. Very nice. I'm liking everything that I see on this knife. For me, where I live, this would be more of a household carry kind of knife, not an outdoor carry, like in the community and stuff. This knife would scare people, I think, even though it doesn't have a stabby tip. It really does have sort of a quasi Wharncliffe, although Wharncliffe, technically it's not a Wharncliffe unless it's got a flat blade. With all this belly, that's not really a Wharncliffe. That would be a drop point. Very, very nice. Okay, so there's those few things. I got you 3 knives. Yeah, 3 knives and some of that grit. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Remember, always cut towards your chum and not your thumb.